Stillness is not stagnation, sis. It is sacred. We've talked about this. Let's continue the conversation.
Elevate with Monique. Elevating. Elevate with Monique. Elevate.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Gracefully Elevating with Monique. And of course, I am your hostess. Now, I want to jump right into the topic today because as we are focusing on closing out 2025 with intentionality and strong but soft, I want to talk about the sacred pauses that are necessary. I get it. This is for the woman who feels like she's been doing everything. She's been running all year. And in some cases, she might have even been running on fumes. I know that I have been there. But what you really need and what I really needed was to take a moment, take a beat, and take a pause so that I could really tap into what it is that God was telling me and get clarity on which way we are moving in 2026. Now, I do not pretend to know all that 2026 is going to have to offer, right? But what I do know is that I am very, very adamant about my path being ordered and my steps being ordered. And so therefore, in order for us to get clarity and to really understand what that looks like and how we need to move, we got to take a moment to pause. We have to take a moment to say, thank you for the invitation, but no thank you. I need to sit at home tonight. I need to spend some time with myself. I need to spend some time listening to the downloads that God is giving me, right? So let's talk about a couple of things that I want you to remember when we're talking about the sacred pause that is so very necessary. Number one, God whispers in the pause, not in the push. So the over-functioning, the overdoing, the running from here to there, the always having something to do and never having time for yourself, God does not whisper during that time. God is not, I'm not saying that he cannot direct you, but when we're talking about really hearing and connecting so that we get instruction for this new season, God whispers in the silence, in the pause, in the quiet, in the peace, right? And so I want to make sure that you remember and that I am reminded that it is important for us to take these sacred pauses because the push is not going to get us more clarity. When we're pushing, I mean like always just having to be on the go. So take a beat, even if you take a few minutes a day in the morning to really just sit and listen to what it is. Now, I teach this to do all year round, but you really want to do it during this season because again, we're not waiting until 2026 to get clarity. No, we're getting clarity right now, okay? Number two is sacred pauses is how you realign, not fall behind. I know that sometimes it can feel like you are missing out when you retreat and when you take a moment for yourself. But I promise you, sis, you're not missing out on anything. Everywhere you're supposed to be, everything you are supposed to be involved in, it is already aligned. It is already waiting for you. And so it is okay for you to digress a little bit and just realign yourself, realign your vision. That is what this time is about. So slowing down will create clarity. It will also create divine direction, right? Your nervous system deserves an opportunity to experience a sacred pause. This is the best time to do that because when January comes, most of us are hitting the ground running, right? So right now is a really good opportunity for you to take that sacred pause. Number three is a holy pause creates space for vision, gratitude, and healing. In October, we talked about the chapters from Peace Beyond Your Pain, right? My book project. The topics that we talked about really dug into learning how to heal various areas so that we can find peace beyond painful areas, right? So during this time, a holy pause can create that time for healing. It can create that time to be able to envision what you want to see for 2026. Don't wait until 2026 to start envisioning, sis. And in order for you to start envisioning, you got to stop. You got to be still. You got to be quiet. You got to kind of turn off the world during this time to be able to do that. I know there's going to be plenty of parties. There's going to be plenty of opportunities for us to spend time with family and friends, and that is important. We need to do that. But you also need to prioritize yourself, spending time with yourself during this time so you can get clear on your vision. You can really lean into that healing. You can really express gratitude. One of the things I love to do around this time of the year is I start to take an account of all of the things that I am grateful for that happened in this year. Now, that could be a long list, that could be a short list, but I can tell you, if you live in, you breathe in, you're able to function in your mind, and you have resources and you're not out on the street, those four things alone, you could just say thank you and give gratitude for those four things alone. But I would be willing to bet there are way more things that you could be grateful for. And while there are things that may have hurt you and caused you pain this year, we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the things that brought gratitude in. Okay. So maybe sit down in your sacred pause and write out the things that you are grateful for 2025. Okay. Now, of course, I have an activity because I really want you to do this in real time. So I want you to block out 1 hour, 1 hour this week. If you can do it this week, that's great. If it happens to be 1 hour this month, that's okay too. But 1 hour. And during that time, I want you to light a candle. I want you to be uninterrupted. And I want you to sit down with yourself, your pen, your journal. I want you to write your gratitude list. I also want you to spend some of that 60-minute block visualizing. What do you see for 2026? How do you envision 2026 going? What does the higher version of yourself look like, and how do they operate in 2026? Okay. And then I want you to ask yourself, what do I need to release? What do I need to receive? And what do I need to realign before this year closes? This is an activity that I do year over year over year. And I can go back and I can look from year to year at how much I've grown, what we have accomplished. And by we, I mean me and my father, and where I need to refocus for the next year. Because again, remember I told you some time ago that our healing, our journey, our life, our vision, our purpose is like an onion. And you peel back one layer and then you've got another layer of development. And you peel back another layer and you've got another layer. And it's okay. We should always be developing. We should always be realigning and kind of going back in and reassessing. That is how we know to get clarity on the things that we need to focus on and release the things that we no longer need to spend our time and energy on. If it does not serve you, I am challenging you when you are writing this letter, when you are writing this list, if it does not serve you, sis, you might need to say bye-bye. You might need to leave it in 2025. And that's okay because you are creating space in 2026. Now, if you are new to the channel, I want to say welcome to Gracefully Elevating with Monique. I am honored to be able to share space with you and not just share practical strategies that you can implement, but actually walking this thing out with you. If you are returning, I want to say thank you so much for sharing time and space with me. Thank you for hitting that notification bell icon so you know when the video is dropping. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for your interaction. That helps me know that the information and the content that I'm sharing with you is relevant for you. I am a value-based person. I only want to bring you value. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Now, I have two things I want you to do. I want you to find the link somewhere in this video. I am building the elevated space. It is my Facebook community where we are able to have this container that we share together and elevate our personal lives together. YouTube is great, Instagram is great, but sometimes I want to get off these social media streets and I want to go behind the veil and spend time with those who are ready to move into the next level. So find the link somewhere and join the community. The second thing I would ask is if you are in the Houston area and you are looking for a live and in color way to connect with myself and other like-minded women just like you, I have something special that's coming up in January, and I would love to be able to share that with you. Block out your calendar. January 25th, 2026 is when we are going to be together in person. Find the link somewhere, save the date so that you can get upcoming information. I love you so, so much, and I'm excited about us being intentional about closing out this year and then easing ourselves into 2026 because we don't need to be hustling and bustling. We are moving by purpose, we are moving by intentionality, and in a lot of cases, we are moving by softness. So thank you so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, sis.
Elevate with Monique.